Every Christmas I listen to this. Listen again.
Vibing dude. Put those guys. The gang wearing that.
Time illa.
കിളിമണികൾ എല്ലാ വഴികളിലും എന്തൊരു രസമാണ് ഇന്നീ വഴിയെ കുതിരയെ ഓടിക്കാൻ സ്റ്റാറുകൾ തൂക്കുന്നു നോമ്പുകൾ വീടുന്നു.
So, welcome back yet another episode of the Indieverse Podcast.
Welcome back, people. Welcome back. We are so honored.
And it's been a week since we got to see you guys.
Oh my God.
It's been 1 week.
And we are very honored.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Why?
Marbudi orbit la irundha nu
Yes.
Again we'll start there.
We are
No,
doing
no,
introduction
no.
again.
Re-intro.
No,
No,
I'm very
obviously
honored and glad for the people who actually viewed our first episode.
Yes. Thank
many
you
views?
so much. As
It
of
really
this
means a lot.
recording, we have some 200 plus views, which
Yes.
we
In
are
that
very happy
25
about.
likes also is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in that maybe 5 people would have listened to the entire thing.
And some people have
Very good.
definitely benefited from it.
For
Yes.
sure.
So, thank you so much.
Thank you for your
Thank
support.
You.
Do
Yeah.
continue to support us. We got some extremely good feedback,
Yes.
some constructive feedback.
Yes.
Yes.
Thankfully, no hated feedback, which we're
Yes.
very happy about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
As of now.
As of now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, we can reintroduce ourselves for those of you who've forgotten our names.
For viewing us first time.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
the first time.
Yes. We are the Indieverse
We are the
Podcast.
Indieverse Podcast.
I'm your host, Joshua S.
Joshua. I'm Rohan. This is MJ.
And I'm Maria Jessica.
Yeah.
Yes, and we
Okay.
bring you the
Spicy
spicy topics,
hot topics,
the liveliness,
the
Yes.
updates,
the real-time efforts,
the shoutouts,
the amazingness of the indieverse,
all of it.
of the independent artists and
Full
music.
bow bow biryani.
Hey! He's not a ka biryani, he's a bow biryani.
Yeah.
Talk about
Ella
Nahi
mix.
biryani.
Ella mix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mixa.
Ada madida.
Okay. Speaking about updates,
Yes.
I think Joshua's gonna run us through the weekly update.
Oh my God. Why me?
This is like those, they call it in my school the news in brief.
the
Yes.
the news.
The news in brief. You have to go early in the morning. One sir will give you one sheet of paper and you have to write down the news. Like
Oh
from a
my.
newspaper, all the
Yeah.
top headlines.
Oh.
And then during the assembly, you
Oh,
have to go and
I know. What is that? Sports news.
sports news.
Economic.
Argentina beat France, whatever.
Yeah.
They'll do like that. And then from behind the boys
You
will
know
go,
what?
Oh, scene.
So I think Joshua, with
Yes,
no
so
further
the
ado.
topic one for today, what we're going to get into is the weekly updates.
Yes.
What is the weekly update?
What is the weekly update?
what is
So
weekly
this is usually going to be our format
Yeah, boy.
for the episodes. So our first topic, usually we're going to get into what happened in the indie scene during the past 1 week is what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
And kind of give our thoughts on it. And if you have research, if we have research, we're going to give that also.
In case you have missed out.
Come on now.
So our first weekly update is this Instagram post that I came across last week.
Yeah, he sent it to me. Sent it to all of us.
It is the main headline reads is Indian MP calls for inputs to support independent music ecosystem.
And this was posted by Rolling Stone India.
Yes, this is posted by Rolling Stone India, and we had a look into it, and
Because it was interesting.
yeah, it is pretty
A
interesting.
politician.
Guys, the fact,
Ah.
the very fact that we just started this Indieverse podcast and then there's this one,
Politician
political
that's,
impact to
Yep.
it.
நம்ம ஏதோ
just-
பண்ணல
Yes,
Everything's
அவரு
just falling.
மியூசிக்ல அவர் பண்ணிக்கிறாரு.
We're talking about the universe still.
Oh god.
Yes,
sorry.
so he's a member of
facts.
parliament.
Yeah,
Yeah.
His name is Saket Gokhale.
Yes.
I don't know much about the man himself.
Yes. So what happened was he had been to a music festival. It's called Musicathon. It's a popular music festival in Himachal Pradesh.
Right.
Oh.
And then over there, he he had spoken to the event organizers and the rest of the crew. And then he had got feedback and he had addressed this telling, okay, we are going to get in statements or get in written information about what your worries are regarding the scene, and we are going to have the government do something about it. Okay, which I think is actually really good, because imagine, okay, we are talking about the indie music scene, okay?
Yeah.
We are talking about how much people should support it. Imagine the government backing it up.
Oh
It'll
my
take it to
God.
another level.
Is there any-
Immense support. What? Like,
Yes. Just, you
Slipper
know,
at us.
when they posted this, I had gone through the comment section, just see what actually people wrote, like what are the needs and all this stuff.
Right.
Okay, these are some few interesting points. Okay, first point, independent music supported by live music. So basically, to increase live shows, so that independent artists can come out more, because that is where the main reach is, or they're going to get a lot of their funding from. So that is one. Second one, very interesting. Okay, that is we all know. For people who don't know, there are national and state awards for films.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that the government gives.
Yeah.
So they were like, why not national and state awards for indie music? Okay.
That's actually
Makes
really
sense.
And
interesting.
then indie music awards. Like there is music awards, and there's
Mad.
all for films
Yeah.
and all. There's all these awards, right? People are like indie music awards with different sections in it, because obviously there are a lot of genres.
So many
Yeah,
genres.
you can't
Sure,
compare.
that'll be so sick.
Yeah, and boards for musicians, basically having a government board for for these indie artists and musicians.
Oh, so how
Dude, that's so
for cricket
cool.
there's BCCI
Yeah,
like that.
like
Yeah.
how there's BCCA, for this they wanted a board.
Shucks.
Too good.
Very
Okay.
Too good. Too good.
And also,
Very
this
interesting.
is the most interesting point, that many of them had this in common. Okay, permissions and licenses for festivals. So they wanted a web portal to be started by this one person had written web portal to be started by the government
Much needed.
for permissions and
Okay.
licenses.
You know?
And permission license also, it pertains to festivals also.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was one of the main points where these event organizers, each event organizers, couldn't get permissions for their festivals to happen, and due to which, although I remember some time back also there was a festival where they had a really good lineup, and then it had to get cancelled last minute.
Oh.
So it also depends on people putting in the practice times,
Correct.
and then being like, okay, the festival is not happening.
You know, another thing to look at this one is when it comes to licensing these artists, at least you'll get legit artists. Because you have lineups
Yeah.
also, right?
Yeah.
Before like every major artist performs, it's basically you're having a license to actually go perform because you're legit, your details are right. You're not going to be scamming. If you scam, these are the consequences.
Yep.
So it works better for the event management also. And now, increasing in time, there is no function that is without, music or like artists being there. Every other thing has something to do with artist management.
Yes.
Yeah.
Artist
Okay.
management itself is actually
Huge
a huge
thing.
yeah. If they can get it sorted out, like from the government side.
Got a board for that.
Yeah.
Having a board for that
Damn
would
cool.
actually, it would put these people in place of, okay, not scamming
Yeah,
artists. Because
that's definitely there.
another point that one of the last points in this thing, which even I've been exposed to, was cheated out of payments and exposure to free food and drinks. So
Yeah.
they really like, we'll give you free food and drink, but we won't be able to pay you.
I was telling you guys, no?
Yeah,
The
that.
artists who don't get paid, but they are anyways doing that because at least they
Yeah.
should get some. There should be a baseline
Yeah.
of how much they should be paid.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That is definitely there.
So I think that's a
Cheated out of
very
payments, actually, this is a big thing. I mean, it keeps happening.
yeah.
Like every time you ask an artist, what is the biggest thing that you you fear after you do
Not
a
getting
gig or
paid.
something, will you get the payment or not, or is that fully
The question in itself is very daunting sometimes.
Yeah.
I think this entire step that the government is taking for artists.
They still haven't taken.
they still haven't taken?
I mean, if
but
they're going to
if
take
they do,
this,
if they
this is really going to help people who are like always looked down in the society, but at least they have some base to it.
Okay, but honest question.
People start respecting them. Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Okay.
how what rating would you give that this would work?
See, what he has told us,
I'm not saying that it has to work, okay? I'm just saying that, okay, now since after like reading these comment sections and all that, we see that there's a lot of good ideas. There's a broad category.
And there is a legitimate
There's
problem.
a legitimate reason as to why you would want to start something like that.
Yeah.
Also to govern a certain body of your nation's artists and stuff like that. Works, okay. But on a scale of 1 to 10, give me a rate.
It has a lot of pros and cons. Now
That's what
that
I'm
I
saying.
think
See,
about it.
so now we're talking all the bright side of stuff.
Yeah, on the bright side of stuff.
There's some underground
There
issues
is
that we don't know.
exploitation that can happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially for an artist. Now, they want that particular license. The number of people they need to please.
That
Okay.
that will play one big.
And there are people who don't mind working with major record label people who will do it for free to learn from them. But now, even if they start putting a tax, they'll be like, watch your way and go.
But like, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. So it sounds amazing. Okay, to be very honest, I can to imagine that. Okay, for India might have like a board.
Yeah.
Kind of like oversees indie artists and like represents them and stuff like, because obviously
Actually, when you said that also, one thing that came to my mind now, first of all, everything has caste base. Music is something which is not caste based. This is not but that's
that
gonna
was
come
there.
in.
That
Once you
for
bring
sure.
in a board,
For sure.
culture, and you take any levels, okay, whether in management, IT, wherever you see, even though they have cut out caste in India and they're trying to move forward, whatever you do, you stand upside down. It's gonna that structure, that the levels of management, even if event management or artists also you follow, the levels of management is top level, middle level, low level.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Facts. So that's
Okay.
what I'm asking. So now you put that into a kind of a group like indies,
Yeah.
who don't fall under any category. They just do it because they like doing
They
it.
like
Yeah.
doing
And then you impose that kind of thing, because I'm not saying that it will get imposed, but there's a possibility of something like that happening.
Right now, it's free for them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Everything is like easy for them to bring out their talent. Now, if they're going to impose certain laws or policies,
See, the awards part and all
people
was
who
amazing.
do not
Policies,
know, people who do not know about this, again, there needs to be awareness. Go to all the areas, give them awareness. They wouldn't even know they should be signing up for certain licenses. So they can't do it freely. That is that.
Do you want me to read this post?
Yeah, read it.
Okay, important. Attention, please, all independent musicians, their managers, and gig organizers in India. Last week, I happened to attend a lovely music festival in, if I'm not getting this wrong, BIR, that's Bir.
Bir,
Himachal
Pradesh.
Bir, Himachal Pradesh.
Oh,
Called Musicathon. While I was
that's
there,
the one that he went for.
while I was there, I heard from several artists and managers about how the ecosystem for independent music in India needs an overhaul and massive support. As a young MP and a music lover, I'd love to support you. I want to hear from you about your needs and what support you would like in terms of government assistance and policies that would help your art. Based on your inputs, I intend to raise this issue in Parliament during the winter session, which begins today and ends on 20th December. Would love to hear from you via DM or email, and his email address. A lot of people would have definitely reached out. There's Rolling Stone India, one of the biggest social platforms and organizations for anything music related, posting this.
I mean, we link this post down as well on our description.
For anyone who hasn't seen it yet.
Who hasn't seen or who was willing to, give your suggestions or mail. So you can definitely reach out to them and you can drop in your suggestions.
Yeah.
Or your thoughts on how this is going to pan out.
I mean, hope for the best. There are people who are obviously like, who are capable enough to like manage something at this level. And I'm pretty sure there are people in India who can take up such a position to be able to oversee indie artists and indie music. So that would be very interesting. If it works out, amazing. But if it doesn't, we are still where we are. And we still keep growing the way how we grow.
No.
So
That's
So-
some really.
There's like two tangents actually. If you're speaking about this, there are people who would say that if something like this happens, it'll be amazing. Okay, indie artists will be represented in India. Woo, amazing. Okay, but on the other side, there's the people who might say that indies, we live a certain way, we do things a certain way, and now if this comes in, that's going to hinder what we do and how we do it. So there has to be like what is that word I'm looking for? Compromise.
balance.
There should be
I
a good
would
compromise
say
between
it
the both.
more than compromise.
Balance?
I would say there should be equity in music,
Mm-hmm.
equity in indie music
Mm-hmm.
of artists.
Makes sense. Okay.
I'm not saying about equality here. It's very different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Equity, correct.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because if the government wants to follow something like empowering music or talents,
Mm-hmm.
there are some people who probably doesn't need much of the support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are financially strong, but there are some people who really need it.
Mm.
Those are the people they need to cater. So they need to know their the target audience that they are dealing with.
Yeah. There's a lot of things involved in this. In that case, you have to make it even scam proof.
Yes.
Yeah, because if they are going
People
to
are going to find
actually,
holes.
They're gonna find holes.
what do you
There's-
think is going to be the base? Finance. Obviously,
For sure, yeah.
government is going to like help you to finance your production, try to support you in your aspirations towards a particular project.
Mm.
I think by the time we get to that, it'll be a
how
while.
else can they help?
It'll definitely
First, I
take
think
a while.
the first main thing they're going to focus on, I think
Uh-huh.
personally, is they're going to come from festivals, organization.
That would be nice.
Then because the
Permissions,
festival organization
stuff
take
like
care
that.
of artists.
yeah.
Okay, and then slowly they will come to the artist side, but I think it'll start from there.
But I just hope in the due course of this,
Hmm?
they do not bring gender into it.
Mm. See, I'm telling there are
It's
so
very
many.
broad. It's very
It's
broad.
very
as
broad.
I
And
said.
then speaking of a government, like the Indian government and
Mhm.
policies and the type of people that they govern, so diverse. So it's going to be difficult to bring
I
about
think
something like this.
remember, I don't know, for those of y'all who have watched the first episode, we spoke about challenge, how gender plays.
Ah,
Okay, and then me being a girl, how it works.
Yeah.
ah.
Right?
Yeah.
So obviously this is also gonna be catered. They are gonna base it out of
I mean,
gender
we are going to
eventually.
see how they're going to handle this.
We will see
situation.
how it pans out.
Yeah.
What's your age right now?
I'm gonna be 25. I mean
25, 26, 22. We'll see how many years it takes from here.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
something like
okay.
that. I'm
Okay.
22 when I got to know this. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, and a second update, which goes hand in hand with what we just spoke.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there's a famous rapper called Arivu from the Tamil scene.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Go
it
on.
is that one. It is that one. It is exactly that. Okay, it is how he talks about how folk, okay, or how these set of songs or these genre of songs, okay, has become a business model. Okay, how the business model is snatching away the rights that these people of tradition or people who have
Deep-rooted
who are deep
their
rooted
tradition.
in that kind of music, right?
Mm-hmm.
How they are deep rooted, and he's basically talking about how the business model is snatching away that what the tradition has kept for a while right
Elaborate.
now. Elaborate. Okay, it is as simple as
Uh-huh.
okay, someone snatching your land away from you.
Oh.
Okay, see, you have been in that practice of cultivating your land.
Correct.
Okay, you've grown your
crop.
your crops and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, but imagine somebody just coming in and taking it away.
Huh.
Okay, for a price that is lower than what you would actually get. Okay, see,
Correct.
these people are in trend, these people are not in trend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, people not in trend are just going to they'll just buy it for a much cheaper rate.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
it is
Yeah.
something around those lines that he's talking
Oh.
about. Okay, where
Oh.
folk music, okay, what do you call Natapura Padalgal, okay, which my pronunciation is bad. But all those kind of songs, right?
Uh-huh.
He talks from the points of this Opari. Okay, how
Correct,
how this Opari and all.
I think even Dee did with him, right?
Yeah, that's what the
That-
Enjoy and Jamming song.
Opari,
In that-
by the way, is sorry. Opari is, by
Yeah.
the way, when how do I explain that?
it is
Something like a chant in a more not
It's
a
like a
chant.
grief kind of a.
it is
A rant.
no, it is always associated with grief.
Yeah, it's always associated with.
But how he actually, when I watched that episode, okay,
It is the
it is-
cry. It's a loud cry.
So
of
yeah,
course.
it's like a synonym of what this is.
Yeah.
Okay,
That-
so when I watched that episode, okay, the episode was rappers versus folk artists. Okay,
Okay.
so there he comes and explains how Opari has only been taken for a point of grief, but
Yeah.
where these old people tell their stories
Through that.
through that.
True.
Okay, a very simple story which he explained in that Enjoy and Jammy song. I think we all heard
Oh,
it,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Pretty
So-
popular.
Yeah, so that song, right? Vali Amma Peranti. The full
Yeah.
line. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Anna Kili, or there's a full line in that.
Yeah.
That when those lines are expressed, right? When you read those lines, okay,
You
you
can
understand.
feel the pain of
But
the.
how those lines translate is different.
Okay.
He heard a person. A person taught it to him. Okay, what those lines exactly say and what they mean are two different things.
Oh.
Okay, that's where he is drawing the line of. Okay,
Like that.
Huh.
Oh, interesting. That's very
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
So that's where he's drawing the line of how this folk music, okay, which has been so traditional with us.
Very traditional.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we have been deep rooted. Basically, he's talking from a point where it is an asset that we have.
Yeah.
Each
Artistically.
person who knows that Natapura
Yeah,
particle, who knows Opari, who knows everything, each person has an asset.
Correct.
But they have been played around. These are his exact terms. They have been played around. Okay, like cards in the business realm.
So true, man.
Very, very spiciness.
No?
This is very spicy.
It's quite literally not just middlemen ruining.
Yeah.
It's something like how people from the rural area or the village areas, they are given such less amount, but it's sold at a higher price over here.
Yeah.
It's basically like that even for artists
Yeah.
who are just trying to come up, who are just trying to keep the indigenous roots. And
Makes
like I don't know if you guys know, but Coke Studio.
Yeah.
Coke
obviously.
Studio, obviously, like a lot of y'all would have come. Then that song called Kalasi and all that. They're bringing out all the traditional
Yeah.
music from all the sides of India.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Artists.
Yeah.
They're actually coming and trying to embrace their roots here.
Correct.
Okay, and it's only, I think, they're doing that and trying to make it in a more captivating way so that people don't forget what is the richness that our soil holds.
He puts it in a point, okay? He puts it in a point which I've already told, but another point which he told us how we are also a problem to it.
Yeah.
Okay, the art form is not.
The
This is what he
ethos.
told. Okay, the art form is not us.
Yeah.
Okay, but we play around with it.
Yeah, we exploit that to the
Imagine,
maximum.
okay, we are taking a genre called Upari. Okay.
Are you trying to like? Is this something like a fusion? People try to do all this
Yeah.
fusion
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
it's like
See,
that,
we have such a good tradition. We have such a big art form.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, but current day people want to just play around with it, see what fits, what
Yeah.
fits there.
But some are just meant to be
Yeah, but some are
like-
just meant to be, that.
like
There's
people
again two
trying to
tangents
do.
over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people. So they see Bharatanatyam. If you take that as a art form, it's something that people do Bharatanatyam to literally, worship the Natarajan, that god, or like they
I've heard.
have a particular purpose. But now sometimes Bharatanatyam dancers are mixing to the Western thing, so they
Yeah.
dance to a Western tune with the
That's-
same
that's
Bharatanatyam.
again a more fusion.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
this
see, I
exploitation of-
understand both the sides now because one is exploring,
Yeah.
which has then from there and become exploiting.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like,
Again,
I
see,
think,
you create a fusion, okay?
see,
And that
even-
You have
fusion
to be very
beca-
careful in
Exactly.
creating a
See,
fusion. I
you
think.
create a fusion becomes a hit, okay? And when it becomes a hit, yeah,
underrepresented.
it becomes a business again.
Because
Yeah.
profit.
Even I think very beautifully, I think Bride and Path did
Bride
Rain
and
Chant.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Rain Chant was a beautiful thing where again they went, but it was like mixed with a whole little Western. It sounds brilliant, but again, they are talking about their traditional values of that place and all with a mix. Some people will really love this thing, like the way they do the music, but some people wouldn't really like it.
He comes to a
So-
point where these people are not given their recognition.
So
Yeah.
that's the recognition part of this
There
thing,
is
because I
a
don't think
good
there's
recognition.
I don't think there's any problem in doing a fusion with something like that. But
But
It's
give
more
that
of
due
a-
respect.
yeah, giving the
problem.
due respect to where it
Yeah.
came from.
where it came
is
from,
very
what it
important.
is,
Yeah,
who the artist
emphasizing
is.
on that before you actually release something like that,
Yes.
or go about even publishing something like that out in any
Makes
form
sense.
of fusion. I think it's important to like give due respect.
Yes, I mean that is again a big topic. Again, if we are wrong about something, please let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, for locals who know more about what
Yes.
this thing is,
Who
because
knows what this is exactly?
yeah, I don't know much about this thing. I'd love to know more.
Yep.
But I
Very
think these
interesting.
are like pretty intense and very important, news is like the weekly update thing that you have brought, Josh, because
This is like both the things are having a tangent.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah,
we need
actually
we need
it's
something.
very
We need
relatable
middle ground.
to our topics
To
we're
our
going to
topics we have for today. But before we
Oh,
go to that,
yeah.
on a lighter note,
talk. Yeah.
okay,
What's the lighter
our
note?
third update, Indiegaga has released a lineup
Come on.
Let's
of bands that will be playing bands
Come on.
or
Pretty
artists.
exciting.
Yes.
What's the lineup? Do you have a lineup?
Yes, I have a lineup. It is Thaikudam Bridge,
Wow.
Agam,
Wow.
Pal Dabba,
Paul was going there.
Yay, Pineapple Express,
Ooh.
Fun.
Project Malabaricus.
Interesting.
Okay.
Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Takra and
nice.
Aindinai. Aindinai is again a Kerala-based band. I was
Kerala-based.
just reading about them today morning, which pretty good stuff, man.
What in that Thaikudam Agam is already
Between talking about independent artists too, Ed Sheeran's coming to Bangalore.
Oh, is he an independent artist?
I think he's
started
way
off like
past.
that.
Yeah, he started off like
He
that.
started off like
But I
that.
think he's way past that.
Yeah.
As of
Yeah,
right
now
now.
he's-
mainstream
now
right now.
he's, yeah.
Yep. So that is that.
When is this 25th December?
This is happening on
Oh.
25th December. Usually, we actually had a plan of covering these live
Going
gigs.
there and
Yeah.
covering
Yeah,
this
live gigs, but this is
25th
happening on the
December,
25th of December.
Christmas,
It's
For
family
Christmas
time.
Day,
for all of
Christmas.
us, it's Christmas time. So,
Otherwise,
busy.
put you'll get from our friends.
Yeah.
yes,
So we have to
otherwise,
get-
yes, we are planning to cover live all these festivals.
That's a
Yeah.
part
festival
of our,
that happen
That's
and,
a part of
uh,
our podcast thing. We
yeah.
we want to go out there.
and have a conversation
Yeah.
with
And
the
be
people
in
over
the
there.
loop, stick around.
Yes.
Be in, keep watching all our episodes and updates. You will get a ticket.
You might not
You
know.
might
You never
not know. There
know.
might
Next
be a
episode,
giveaway.
there might be a giveaway and you
There
will know.
might
You
be
won't
Yeah.
a giveaway and you'll never
So
know about
follow along.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
You
Follow
know,
the Instagram page, the YouTube, so that if
Yeah.
anything,
We'll post it somewhere.
we'll post it somewhere.
Yeah.
And
But there
by
might
some
be a
means, we
giveaway.
will select
Yes.
who gets the giveaway. But yeah, it's happening where? Trivandrum.
It's happening in Trivandrum.
All the Keralites.
They are doing it in joint acquaintance with Lulu Mall because
From
the
a
third year
fellow
anniversary.
Malayali.
Yes, from a fellow.
Are you going for Christmas?
No, man.
No.
She
You're
barely
only-
goes there. How many times you go in a year?
I've hardly
All
gone.
the Keralites. Go spam this one. Like, come over here.
And on that note, we will be back after a short.
I have to talk about Kerala.
On that note,
Note.
I see the
yeah,
word.
I see the notes. I have used the notes. Yes, but on
Yes.
that note, we will be back after a short commercial break to bring you all hot topics.
Yes.
But that's all for the updates from us.
Very exciting. Very exciting segment.
Did you see Dua Lipa actually did that Reels crossover
Off?
of levitating and
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
My friends went for her concert. Yeah.
Her Mumbai
Dua
concert,
Lipa.
yes.
Yeah.
But one thing I don't understand is anyone
Dan,
comes
no?
okay from abroad and they bring out Shah Rukh Khan. They bring Shah Rukh Khan.
He is an icon.
He is the
like
biggest icon.
Indian. I can't say face, but then he's a pretty important person in India.
He'll be back after a short commercial break.
That too, we ended that note on Shah Rukh Khan.
Peace.
Peace. The same Tani means.
Literally, Hi. He's coming again, prof.
Hey, what is this?
Hi friends.
Hi, friends.
எபிசோட் பையன் கேட்டு வந்திருக்கோம்.
பையன் கேட்டு வந்திருக்கும்.
இல்ல ஏன்
பையன் கேட்டு வந்திருக்கான்.
You watch her channel, damn nice.
Oh,
Her edits are damn nice.
psych.
Her edits are damn nice.
Oh my god.
Mani chow.
mild shout out to Mani.
Mild.
mild shout
കിളികിളി
out.
മണികൾ
കിളികിളി മണികൾ
എന്ന് എല്ലാ വഴികളിലും
She
Okay,
only
ma'am.
didn't get it. I expect you to get it.
Okay, ma'am. So shout out. We are back.
I was going to clap, but
This time he was fast.
Mage, you're excited, huh?
I am not excited, but I brought the fire.
He's what?
Yes.
Akini.
I brought the fire into the second half.
Akini, tea.
The folk fire into the second half.
Come
Folk
on now.
Fire.
The indie fire.
I like folk fire.
Yeah, folk fire.
I want folk fire to become a
So we have-
genre name.
Okay, so now
Now,
we are going into the
Today.
segment of
today.
our second shout out.
Woo!
Come on.
So the catch this episode is they don't know the song. Only I know the song.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So-
yeah.
And we have got some studio upgrades. If you see over here,
Yeah,
I don't
if
know if you can see here.
I don't know if you can see.
I don't want to pull this because Bluetooth camera follow, but you got a Bluetooth speaker, small one. So we're going to hear the song that she's going to play for us. She's going to introduce the artist. We don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. We know the artist.
Not, I
So-
don't think so. We don't know.
We don't know artist. Okay, so she's going to introduce the artist to us.
Yeah,
And
boy.
we are going to listen to it, and you're going to see our live
Okay.
reactions. Let's go.
So
Yeah.
today's shout out goes to
Goes to
Goes to
yeah.
Zeba Tomi.
Oh, Zeba. Tomi.
Zeba Tomi from.
Okay. From
Okay, so Zeba Tomi
Mhm.
is an independent artist.
Nice.
Okay, so she's released her first single.
Mhm.
Okay, called Little White Door.
Little white door.
Okay, and
First single or
I think this is her first single only.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
We got some first singles in the house
yeah.
Yeah, no.
from last week also.
Okay,
When was this released?
2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Pretty much the same as
Yes.
last week's shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she has already like 1.7k views on this song.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Before we go, how did you like the song? Because
Yeah.
obviously you heard it.
see, to be very honest, Zeba is this person I knew at nationals. Okay,
Nationals.
Nationals
What
what?
nationals?
it was a all India university. So we had like 150 people to compete with for this Western vocal solo.
Oh, she's brought a competitor. I don't know what's
So-
going to happen.
Fight.
Fight.
No. Point is,
Uh-huh.
Zeba, I saw her perform at nationals.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I was there also to compete for the same
Where did it happen?
event.
Nice.
Where did it
Okay.
happen? Where did it happen?
This
Delhi,
happened in Bangalore. So it happened in Jain University.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
So Zeba, as a performer, I saw her sing that day.
Mm-hmm.
And as a competitor, usually people don't stand and give standing ovation when you. I don't know. I usually don't see people, but I was in awe with her voice
Okay.
that day. Okay.
Okay.
So I went and told her, and we had this like tiny bit of a conversation and all of that. So each of us liked each other singing, whatever happened.
I smell controversy.
But ever since then, I started following her music.
Nice.
Okay. So she is an amazing singer, both Western and Indian.
Okay.
Too good.
The hype
So
is
with
there.
Western and Indian.
with no further ado,
With no further ado, let's.
I want y'all to actually listen to Zeba, and then y'all will know what I'm speaking, and then I'll listen to your views.
Zeba.
Yeah,
Let's
what?
go for it.
Spelling of Zeba is?
Zeba.
Okay, let's get into the song.
Okay.
Zeba. Zeba what? Zeba?
Zeba Tomi.
Zeba Tommy. Okay.
So, boys,
Let's listen.
Start.
let's
go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's already giving the indie feel.
Yeah. Oh, voice is too good.
No?
Yeah.
The voice, man. The voice.
Beautiful.
Oh.
I've gotta find a way and break past these walls in my bedroom floor. I've gotta find
What a run that was.
who knows what lies behind.
Hey, what did the music production?
I'm thinking.
Gotta find a way and break past these walls in my bedroom floor.
And that's Zeba Tomi for you guys. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Chills, right?
Oh my god.
Literal
Her voice
chills,
control
right?
is too good.
Voice control was amazing.
Who did the production?
Okay.
Who did the
Who did the
production?
So I'll give you the people who are behind this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So composition, lyrics, vocal arrangement, everything was by our star, Zeba Tomi.
Nice.
Okay.
Beauty.
Beautiful.
Music production was by Sunil George.
Nice.
Sunil
nice.
George.
Okay.
Amazing work, bro.
Mix, master, Atmos mix, Raniel K. Reggie. Okay. And the guitars. Electric guitar was Bivan Korea. Acoustic guitars, Anandu OA. And it was recorded at the Audio Guides Institute, Mumbai.
Mumbai. Nice.
Beautiful work, boys.
Oh,
What?
But let's talk about the music.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay, there were quite a few things to unpack in this. One was obviously the vocals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, the vocals was stellar. I'm not even
Yes.
kidding. Like it wasn't too long. It was like just
It was
there.
balanced.
Yeah,
It was
just right
so
there.
good.
Right there.
I think for a vocalist to know where to go and where to like keep it.
Yeah.
Baking.
I'm not even kidding. That blend between that music style and her voice
Yeah.
was solid. Like for this particular song, she might sing in any
Yep,
other
yep.
way and any other style also.
You
But
guys,
this particular song.
I don't know if y'all get the time, but all of y'all who are viewing Zeba's music, please go check out her music. It's on YouTube. It's
Yeah.
called Little White Door.
Little
White
And
Door.
all of y'all can please go follow her on her social platform on Instagram. It's Zeba Tomi. So I used to. So that's the thing. I've been following her
Nice.
for quite
nice.
some time.
Hey, it was very cool. That was very amazing.
Yeah. The song is
Wonderfully
actually nice.
done,
Yeah.
right?
This is the kind of song that
And
I
her
would
voice is
listen to on a
elevated.
travel day or something like that.
Yeah. When you're traveling.
When you're traveling somewhere, it was
Yeah,
like
beautiful
not
song.
in Bangalore, like inside. They're not.
Go
little-
give her 1 million views.
Yeah, go give her 1 million. Oh, 1 million views. You also
She
won't get,
deserves it.
Give
but
And-
part of the 1 million
Yeah.
we'll
And those of y'all who want to check out her covers.
Yes.
And Zeba has not only, though she was Mumbai, she's from Mumbai. She did her music and she pursued her college and all in Mahatma Gandhi University in Kerala. And she has done a lot of movies by now. She's been
Oh.
lending her voice for a lot of tracks in various movies. Like one
mean, you
is
can understand why.
Phillips.
Yeah.
Phillips, then Garudin, and couple
Oh.
of other things,
Sick,
so
yeah, sick.
there's
Amazing stuff.
a lot of, demand, I think, in the future for her.
Nice.
I think she has a very bright future.
Nice.
And
For
I'm
sure.
so
For sure.
happy and glad that she's doing what she's doing.
Yeah.
So rightfully, she has to be doing this. So I am
Yeah.
a big fan of her from a vocalist point of view
became a
itself.
big fan of her.
We became big fan like 3 minutes ago.
3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we leave the song link in our description.
Yeah, go check it out.
Check her out. Her music.
Check out the
and
music
everything.
video. Go listen
Yes.
to it on Spotify. If it's on Apple Music, go listen over there. Buy it
Yes,
if
Yeah.
possible.
and support her
Support her. Oh,
Yes.
what
for
a
such good voice.
vocals was one thing. Music was Music was
Yeah.
insane.
It was so effortless.
It was.
I'm going for practice. I'm
Perfect.
going for practice now, but I'm going to listen to it and go. Yep.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yes.
Exactly.
Solo da. Big shout out, Zemma Tommy.
Yeah.
Amazing work. And the boys who helped her out.
Yes.
Beauty,
The
da.
boys.
Everyone's effort was like beautifully
Yes.
done in this.
She does fusion
And
also.
She
does fusion also.
Yeah. So she, as I said, since we're talking about genres here, I think we had a perfect pick on our shout
The
out.
perfect segue,
Yeah.
the perfect blend in
Yeah,
to our topic.
exactly. So, talking about topic,
Yes.
we are going to get into the different genres of music
Wow.
of indie
Specifically?
artists
Specifically.
in specifics.
Nice.
We are going to go back in time a little with history.
1960, we are going to go back.
Back in 1901, my great grandfather.
I'm having his picture over here.
No, we're not that knowledgeable about the history of what we're going to talk about right now. But we're going to give you our 2 cents.
Yeah, our small research on it.
Yeah, we'll give you
Yes.
2 cents. You give us 2 cents. From
Basically, the
listening.
evolution of indie folk.
Indie folk
Evolution
music.
of indie folk. Indie
Yes.
folk.
Yes.
Joshua, can you give us
What is indie folk?
what is the definition of?
It is very simple, okay? It is very simple. It's something that we are also trying to do over here. Okay, that's how I related to it. Okay?
Mhm.
So basically, these are how the indie folk thing came into existence was people writing their own stories, okay? Their own stories, their own
Okay.
emotions, okay? with the already existing music kind of an approach, which made it indie folk.
So folk in specific is
Folk in specific, when they mean folk, they mean
Culture.
talking about their culture,
Cultural
their
kind of
thoughts,
style
their
of,
emotions.
yeah.
Okay, I'll just read
Just
out.
to get that clear.
I'll just read out the definition here for people who want definition.
as of right now Google definition.
No. This is not Google. No.
Father J.
We have improved from Google definition.
I don't think I have.
Okay, indie folk is a subgenre of folk music that emerged in the early 2000s, combining the acoustic singer-songwriter sensibilities of folk with the independent experimental approach of indie music. The result is a style that feels both familiar and fresh, rooted in folk traditions but not afraid to push boundaries.
Okay.
Rooted in traditions, not afraid to push boundaries. That is the line we should take away from
So
indie
when
folk.
I was checking on the same indie folk in Wikipedia,
Wikipedia, ma?
I'm still in Wikipedia
Okay.
days, guys.
I have a question. So indie folk is a genre?
Yes,
yeah.
indie folk is a genre.
Okay.
Okay, but
No,
see,
because
yeah.
that's why I'm asking that.
When I read this, the first thing was like, isn't that what we all are doing right now? Trying to bring
Just in
our kind of a blend into an already existing genre.
Sounds more like
say Arivu.
like an
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds more like an umbrella under which
Yeah.
Genres
Exactly
can come
what
under.
Arivu was saying.
yeah.
And that's where I'm like, okay, what a topic to choose for the day.
Basically, you had sent me stuff, okay,
Mhm.
on things. So I was like, okay, if we are going to talk about this, might as well keep a topic
Might
like
as
this.
well.
Might as well.
And see, okay, they mentioned the key instruments, okay, that
Huh.
usually
Contemporary.
Oh, I
Arts
want to
in
hear this. I
indie
want to
folk
hear this.
music. Key instruments: acoustic guitar, banjo, mandolin, ukulele, violin, harmonica.
The fact that acoustic guitar was in there.
Yeah.
I think it's
It is
like the
exactly
stock
indie.
standard of an indie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then here we say in all fests for Western acoustics, only acoustic guitar. And all of this is allowed.
Yeah.
But what are we doing? Are we doing indie folk,
I have a
guys?
side beef with fests and all that we'll deal with later.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have beef
Whoa.
with fests.
he's put the contro and the
No, for
controversy.
everyone who's taken part with me for fests, all of them was like, yes, so you didn't tell us only, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, obviously, because we're in the middle of a fest. Can't put beef over there.
Nice.
Yeah. So he put the
yeah, but-
salna over there.
But
Oh.
hey! We both the sound over there. But
No.
indie folk.
Indie folk.
This is a very interesting topic there.
No,
like-
you just slid that entire thing, no, to them.
yeah.
You just didn't want to cover anything to them.
Yeah, no.
So you're spilling all the beans here.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I'm just saying.
Anyways, getting back to
Indie folk.
Okay,
Indie folk.
I'm just looking at some. I mean, when I was having conversation, looking at the top indie folk artists. Okay, the names mentioned are Bon Iver,
yeah.
Sufjan Stevens, Iron and Wine, Sam Beam. Okay, Sam Beam. Sorry, better known as Iron and Wine. Okay, but if you read
These
the-
artists like Bob Dylan and all that, they're
Yeah.
all from the 1960s, no?
Bob Dylan is like the OGs.
Okay.
They are the 1990s. These people are current generation. Okay, but if you actually read through, okay, they just mentioned like a small, what's a biography of them, and it did. For Bon Iver, it says blends indie folk with elements of electronic and experimental music.
Oh.
Okay, for Sufjan Stevens, it says with delicate arrangements and poetic lyricism. A towering figure in the indie folk world. Okay. For Iron and Wine, it says has a soft hustle style that defines his brand of indie folk. His early work, such as relying on gentle guitar and quiet introspective vocals.
Right.
Sounds indie.
I'm trying to differentiate between
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
yeah.
So there was this time when it was like so talking about when you try to compare how artists now do to like artists then,
Mm-hmm.
talking about how the entire revival of the 1960s folk music came into play,
Yeah.
right? To how the rise of indie folk happened, there's a gap between 1960 to 1990.
Okay.
Okay, there was something, for some reason it was not happening that much, so they had to again revive indie folk music in the 1990s
Oh.
and 2000s.
No.
Okay, so then the highlight key artists were like Elliott Smith, Death Cab, for Cutie. So
Yes, I
these
read
guys
about them,
all
correct.
came during that time.
Okay.
Okay, and then came to the modern indie folk.
Yes.
What about
Right?
indie folk in India?
That's like us.
I was curious about the same, but
not
how
yet.
do you define indie folk in
Yeah,
India?
exactly.
Is my
So-
question.
You know
So,
what? I'm just gonna take one
Basically,
wild leap.
people are trying to bring in this modern touch to
Yeah.
their folk music.
Okay.
What's happening right now, as I said, like Rain Chant and all that.
Can we say when Chai Met Toast is an indie folk band?
Yeah.
But you know what? They actually fall under indie rock.
Okay.
Technically
Yeah.
speaking.
Yeah. Dude,
See, this
it's
is a,
so...
like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you need to like get to know what's the specifics
Yeah.
about indie folk because I think it's easier to find indie
See,
folk artists internationally
when-
speaking than in India.
When that whole resurgence thing happened, I was telling you guys,
Huh.
right?
Yeah.
So that time it was like the golden age for indie rock.
Mm-hmm.
That was when Nirvana and all came.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like the proper the peak
Proper,
of
everyone were
yeah.
into indie.
People are revolting.
from
Yeah.
rock and roll to rock to indie rock. So that was
Yeah.
Nirvana was like at that point
Yeah. So like everything guided.
it was peak.
This was guided by voices. So many things were like into this whole setup where it had like a setback and then again. So there was like always like indie music was like off and on. But you know, as in highlight. It was not highlighted for some time. It was
Okay.
always there,
Okay.
but the highlight peak times were these.
Okay. I'm just reading the sentence.
But that was
over
indie
here.
rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But indie folk is a
Indie
little
folk.
bit
I'm,
more.
Again,
reading
indie
the,
folk
I'm reading
is
the
little
sentence over here.
different.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. As you mentioned now, it's like making sense.
Yeah.
Like this whole mix of
Yeah, that's what I mean.
indie folk and
What did
indie
you
Here,
rock.
okay, indie folk. It says indie folk hybridizes the acoustic guitar melodies of traditional folk music with contemporary instrumentation.
That's what I said. Rain chant is like that.
Yeah, okay. Bread and parts, is it?
Yeah.
No.
His
Okay,
is more like
so
they
is
use
it-
all the.
Is it safe to say that some of their songs are indie folk and some are indie rock?
Yeah, man.
Hmm.
They have.
More than them as a band overall.
They I think now they're into all this folk things.
Yeah, we're talking about Chai Met Toast, by the way. When Chai Met Toast.
Yeah, Chai Met Toast also. See, again, it depends song to song also. Some songs are not like
Do you
joy
okay?
of little things in life and all is not that much also.
Yeah.
Curious question. Do you think bands actually fall under genres right now?
Yeah,
Like
I don't
they do
see as
before?
of right now. I don't think genres are like
I feel
doing anything.
sometimes you know what's happening in our present times. It's more like what the audience want.
Hmm.
Sometimes even if they're following a particular genre or they're following a particular pattern to what they do, sometimes here and there they have to change it according to what the audience like,
What the
right?
audience want.
So that's how
There's
the
a
business
lot
is.
of mixing in that process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While that happens, a lot of things get mixed up. And then our definitions are all over the place.
Yes.
So it's not streamlined to one specific definition as of right now. But there can be someone who comes up with an indie folk
Yeah.
concept and stick with that.
I
Or
mean,
like
see,
for
there are
most of it
artists
at
who are
least.
known only for indie folk, but I
Globally.
don't see people from here.
Yeah,
in India.
globally there are people.
Yeah.
But since we are covering like initially right now we are covering
And there's
regions.
another thing I've seen in global artist things, right? They usually stick to one
They
genre.
stick to one genre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
don't move around genres. But here, I think
We're kind of
this-
interested in
See,
Yeah.
the thing is, people get very inspired by so many kinds
See,
of
first of all, we live in a
diverse
nation where
things.
there's so much of diversity.
Yeah.
So when you look at how, let's say, for example, how a North Indian beat, okay, with all their
Yeah.
Punjabi
Punjab-
drums, okay, with all the Punjabi drums, put that into something which is more Tamil.
See, that's another thing. When you say North Indian, you just go
I go
directly
to
to Punjab.
Yeah, but there are different. I specifically chose
exactly.
Punjabi
This
kind
is
of
what's
for this.
happening.
Yeah. So in this case, and there's a lot of mix. So
Yeah.
just because we have so many, if India was like America, for example, all English speaking,
Yeah.
all one culture, then probably it would have been more easier as a definition. But,
yeah.
here there are like so many
It
diverse
is diverse, multilingual, cultural based.
people. We have to come up with a
traditional
new
based-
word
Yeah.
for what we are doing.
So that's why you find a lot of linguistics here.
Nice.
Okay, so talking about that, okay, what do you guys think about indie rock?
Indie rock, see, rock in the first place. See, I didn't grow up listening to rock, but then there was a point in my life, I think when I was in 11th grade, 12th grade, where I started to listen to a lot more of rock, progressive rock, alternative rock, and then little bit progressive metal also came into picture because of some of my friends. And I got very enlightened by what that was. Because at that point, obviously I'm a drummer, okay? So I like songs that are not very much drum oriented, but there's a good mix of drums and there's some energy to it because of
Right.
drums. And it gives me a little bit hype. So I got
Correct.
into stuff like that. And then obviously when I think back to rock, how rock was initially was rock and roll, which is basically
Yeah.
basically an eight note beat
Yeah.
or a guitar
Correct.
solo with a man kind of lashing out. Okay, that was the basic thing of rock and roll. And then that kind of I was telling her that how rock and roll came to be, how I read.
Oh yeah, tell the timeline.
Initially, what was this? 1930s. Okay, before 1930s, it was mostly jazz.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there was a jazz vocal group which I'm not sure of what their name was or anything, but they came up with a song called Rock and Roll.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, so that I don't know what is there about the song. I'm not listened to that song, but
Right,
from what
yeah.
I've read, after 1930, starting from 1930 to 1960s, rock and roll came to be a thing.
Oh.
Where they started to plug in electric guitars and then try out some stuff and do all the things. Okay, then 1960s, it became from rock and roll to rock music,
Oh.
which became a separate thing in itself. Because
Correct,
now it's no
yeah.
more rock and roll. It's not light like that. It's become a little bit more heavier. So they just named it off rock. which actually comes from some Italian word, I think, rock. It
Oh,
means
okay.
something.
No.
Okay. So then 1980s came indie rock, which became a more independent fused version of a more hyped version of what rock music was.
Right. Yeah.
And some of those examples are obviously Nirvana, Foo
Yeah.
Fighters,
Payment.
who else? Wait, there was one more. Here I made
I
some
think
Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
Arctic
Those
Monkeys,
guys
yeah.
Arctic
also were a part of
Monkeys.
this. So a more hyped version of rock music became indie rock. Now
I was
it's not
actually. It's okay.
like.
Let's keep it for the game.
Hey.
I was planning on putting Arctic Monkeys, but then I put it a little more.
No.
I felt like you
Arctic Monkeys.
wouldn't know that.
But they
bad.
came into existence. Then after that, the 2000s gave us a whole wide range of indie rocks. In India, F16s,
Yeah.
they are in indie rock. At
Yeah.
least most of what they do. Yeah.
Yellow
Yellow
Diary
Diary
is
is indie
indie
rock. Now, when Chai Met Toast,
They are between
they
Coldplay
fall
also.
under indie,
indie
rock. a
rock
little bit.
and they follow.
Avial,
Yeah.
The local train also is
the
indie
local
rock.
train also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are also indie rock.
And then there are some other people that I haven't listened to actually, like Parvaz. I think his lyrics are in Urdu
Mm.
and it's indie rock, which is very interesting.
Mm.
People like that.
So, anyways,
I'm telling you, indie folk, indie rock, it's both these combined together.
It is a very thin line.
It's a very thin line. It's like a thin line, but then it's just a definition of a
When the
line, and then
acoustic
everyone else is
guitar
around
changes to a
Yeah.
rocket, and
exactly.
oh.
Yeah. And then everyone else is just standing around the thin line.
it's all in the art and form it's played.
It doesn't
Yeah.
have to fall under one specific category.
Yeah.
Okay. But
So,
I think it would be easier to
Yeah.
quickly,
specify.
Quickly,
we are going to the game section.
Ooh la la.
we have an
So-
activity section.
Pakka
segment.
Phil.
So, guys,
Pakka.
as promised, we told you the next episode onwards, we are going to
See us
work
fail.
for these guys.
us
So, we're
fail
going
the
to put the
activity session.
game.
Shucks. No.
Oh
Okay.
God!
So, keeping it
Didn't
light
we
on
already
them.
have that in the form of Zebatomy?
No.
Can we skip this? I
No,
don't
no. Hey, producer has
Oh.
come up with something.
Producer.
We have to help her. Come on.
Actually, yeah, tell us what this thing is all about.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
What's this activity?
speaking about genres and different genres,
Genre.
Genre.
all this,
All
keeping
that.
aside, we are going to, at least I am going to, give one song. When I ask Joshua to guess, if Joshua doesn't know, then he can take Rohan.
You can directly
or-
skip me. Huh?
No, that's not happening.
We are going to learn here, Prof. We are going
Okay.
to learn.
Educational activity.
You
huh?
guys decide who wants to go first.
I'll go first.
Because when I finish, it will be so lame.
Oh,
I'll finish up first because I won't know. Or I might know.
You will definitely know.
happy to
Panchi.
know.
You will definitely know.
Let's go.
He listens to more wide range of music than I do.
Let's go.
See, he's already so excited.
okay. Anyways,
She's having
for
on
the
playlist.
first song,
She has a playlist.
just 2 songs you're going to play. 1 song for him, 1 song.
Eh?
So, yeah.
What? I thought we were
Just-
getting the same song together.
No.
No.
If he doesn't know, the chance goes to you. Whoever.
If he knows, then the
Okay.
next song comes to me.
No. Yeah, obviously.
No.
Obviously.
She don't know.
Obviously.
Okay.
And if I
Okay.
don't know, it goes to him.
Wait,
back
let's
again.
play.
Like that. Huh?
Okay. So, are you all ready?
I'm ready.
Come on.
Let's
Yes.
bring it.
Let's go.
We're going to see my face. I'm not going to know the song.
I'm going to see your face. Was it the ad?
Hey, I know this song. I know this song. Set your eyes on me and take your whole it back. She said, shut up and dance with
Okay,
me.
1 point for guessing the song. Who did this?
He also knows the song.
Who did?
Shut up and dance with me.
Dun, 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 dun,
Bum,
dun, 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 dun.
Okay. Who's the artist?
It's, okay, can
No.
I don't know the
no.
full.
No. He gets a
Shut up.
point. he gets a point for guessing the song.
Shut up and dance, right? Shut up and dance.
Come on. Come on.
Do you know the artist?
Is it Walk the Moon?
Yes!
I was going to say Walk Up the Moon.
It's a good job.
I got the point. We're going to keep a points table.
Failed, I'm gonna.
We're going to keep a points table, and
Yeah.
1 year from now, you're going to give a prize to the winners.
Whoever wins in the both of you.
ಇದಕ್ಕೆ point ಐತೆ
Okay?
We're going to keep a track of these points.
Now.
Oh, Salim.
Rohan.
Shucks, no.
Rohan.
Genre specific, no?
Chandra.
Are you ready? I kept it simple.
I'm not ready, actually.
I kept it simple.
Yeah. Okay. First time.
Okay.
Yeah. Shut up and dance. Yeah.
Just to get the...
It's a college jam.
If you don't get this, you're going to hurt a lot of people.
I will definitely hurt a lot of people. So before she even plays it, I'm giving disclaimer.
Just play.
You are
Please.
Ninglu bellam purukkudu.
class 5A.
Oh.
5A.
Add.
Get premium people. Get premium.
Okay.
See, he's been telling that for the past 5 months. Coldplay.
Hey, what? Yeah.
That intro, what is this? This is yellow.
Yeah.
It's yellow.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he stands on a little higher point. But both of you guessed
Guessed
it.
already.
Okay, at least first lane.
The reason I played this, all you Coldplay
No.
fans,
First off the music.
all you Coldplay fans who was going to get to watch Coldplay, I'm really sad because I don't get to. But enjoy the show which is coming up, and
For sure.
yeah,
Too much cast you
That was
spent on it
such
also.
an easy song.
Yeah, it was very easy.
Coldplay,
Yeah, honestly. Actually,
Yellow.
you know what? Like, most
Okay.
people won't know the name of the
so
song.
it was easy, right?
It
Oh.
was
So
okay.
next
Just because it was
episode-
Coldplay, it was easy. I'm just being honest because I don't know if she knows I listen to a lot of Coldplay. I listen to a lot of Coldplay.
Yeah,
I'm
very
a
much of
Coldplay fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, now your turn.
That's a-
Give.
Come on now. You think you can escape?
Oh my
You
god.
think you can
I
escape?
gave you an
think.
easy ones.
You think
I
you
gave
can
you
escape,
a very easy one.
Ajay, put one nice pliny. Gee, I told him hard to stay. Yo.
A.
Okay.
He'll put. Sorry,
No,
put something.
no.
He'll put
You
something.
guys are the ones in the competition, not the producer.
Producer also in the competition.
No.
Producer also
In
there.
other shows, producer not there in competition. Our show, producer
Our
is
show
there.
producer also there.
Producer is there everywhere.
Everywhere.
In our show.
We give the importance.
Yes.
It has to be easy. I gave you all some easy peasy one.
What? Yeah.
Little bit challenge, little bit thinking.
I think.
See, I didn't know you listen to
Okay, I
Coldplay.
think she knows this because I played it. But
Play. Let's see. Is it an indie?
Is it English?
She's more worried about language.
I need English too.
Hey!
I think this if it's not
Give me
English,
Urdu.
this if it's not English also you'll know. But it's been my recent jam.
Oh.
À ceux qui n'en ont pas,
I don't know who's the artist.
à ceux qui n'en ont
Can I guess?
Rosa, Rosa,
I don't know.
et toi, Albert, quand on trinque, tu ramasses les verres.
I clearly failed.
Toi, tu te prends des vestes.
Okay, fine. At least listen to the song.
Yeah.
Arrête. Toi, la fête, tu la passes, toi. Si on célébrait ceux qui ne célèbrent pas.
Some Spanish artist.
Pour une fois, j'aimerais lever mon verre à ceux qui n'en ont pas.
An old man.
Ceux qui n'en ont pas.
Is it an old man?
I like what he does now.
I love the music. Who is it?
I play this song to you in the car.
Such a feel.
It's called Sante by
Stromae.
Oh.
What a song.
What a
feel.
song. What a
feel
song.
of this song.
That was
is
like,
mental.
why am I?
I played this song to you in the
It's
car.
a French music. We were talking about
Frencha?
it. We were talking about that.
Sante
no,
is
that
French. Sante is Spanish. Sante is
Spanasso.
Spanish.
Spanish and
Espanol.
Espanol.
something we were discussing that day about this
Yes,
song.
yes,
how they
yes,
do
yes.
it.
See, after listening also.
After listening also, she forgot.
What is this?
It's very.
So 1-1-0.
I asked
Yeah,
for
boy.
English.
Audience
people didn't
audience
give me
keeper.
English.
No,
You
no,
didn't
no,
go
I'm sorry.
Hindi, Urdu. What I said also you didn't give. You
I
went
gave
straight
you all
Spanish.
the most easy peasy.
This is the
one.
most easiest song. It is a viral song. Plus, I played it to you also. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Anyways,
The scores
so
are
I
1-1-0.
lost. Yeah.
0 for the producer.
Producer
But
ki
he's going
India.
to give a comeback next week.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
She'll bring tougher songs in
Yes.
for us. Oh,
This was too easy for them.
So on that note,
On that note.
Hey, y'all are using my dialogue again and again.
See,
I
because he
know.
was editing it, okay?
yeah. So I'm like, so on that note,
Full.
on that note,
I'm not gonna say it.
we are going to say bye. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Have fun.
And
Oh yeah.
The
She's
drill.
going to say it.
okay, guys. Please do this. We love you, and I know you guys love us. So
Yes,
No.
sir. No.
y'all know the drill, fam. What is it? Like, comment,
Like karo.
share,
Comment karo.
subscribe,
Subscribe karo.
and one important thing I forgot
What do you forgot?
last time. Click the bell icon.
Hit the bell icon.
Bell
So
icon
that
ko maar
y'all
do.
will be notified.
Notified?
Notified?
Hey, you're
He
notified.
Notified.
Note.
You will be notified
Yeah.
about
Yep.
our podcast whenever it's getting tuned in.
All our updates are giveaways.
Stay tuned in,
We have a
actually.
giveaway. Be very,
Yeah,
very
we-
careless
we-
when the update is going to come.
You never know.
Yes.
But on that note,
So,
On that second
I am
note,
not liking this.
we shall
You are
see you.
taking away my words.
see you guys. Have a good time.
See you. Have a wonderful week ahead.
Chumma,
And
she's a little bit
find
depressed.
you.
She lost. No, that's it.
And I will come back stronger. And now I know
In the
how
next
hard I
episode.
should make it for them.
Ah.
So,
For now,
okay.
we will troll her after the camera
Yeah.
goes off.
yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Have fun.
Okay, Josh, you're late. I gave you the most.
As is the Lonampa.